Would I call the honourable member for Bowman?
Deputy Chair, there was a range of emergency responses all around the nation to help the people of Bundaberg and Central Queensland during the floods of earlier this year, and my area of Redlands being one that had already developed the community flood relief efforts under Susie Masters and her team swung into action again. I'd like to acknowledge the unique effort this time to mobilise the Coles and Woolworths stores right through my electorate to collect groceries and non-perishables and have them transported to Bundaberg in what turned out to be a far larger enterprise than we could ever have imagined when we embarked. At Coles Cleveland, Marilyn McCann and Julie Elton and her team were actually devoting their own staff to help pack these groceries into boxes and have them rack stacked and packed, taken out the back and shot off to Bundaberg. We initially, through the great work of Hammond four-wheel drive, expected to take up one semi-trailer. That turned out to be two. We had excellent effort from also from Greg Elton, Maxine Shiplock, Daniel Nagy and Aaron Vion. And Woolworths Cleveland matched them as well. So they had their own effort to put out large melon bins and be collecting groceries there. At Coles Capalaba Central, Kay Henderson and the team were helped by Martin and Jess Holsworth, who were just passing by and dedicated the entire day to packing these groceries, obviously from what they collected in, which were large tubs, into the boxes that would enable them to be palletised and shrink-wrapped so that for transport. Tim Kinman at Capalaba Central Woolworths, along with Emma Edsel from Cleveland and M Mead, his staffer from Birkdale, all helped as well. As did Woolworths Alexandra Hills, who found people actually rolling up with entire shopping trolleys full of food for donation. Victoria Point Town Centre Woolworths got on the phone and said, "We hear it's happening, we want to be part of it too," and within an hour we also had a collection point there. Coles Victoria Point with Dale Anderson was helped by customers who just stopped their shopping to help do the packing. Lorraine with a Scottish accent so thick you could carve it, and David Sallow, who just popped in for 5 minutes to say hello and found himself working all day. Woolies Victoria Point and the manager Michael, Matty Clark turned up from his own street of Arana Street with the collections from the street. Sheldon's Darren Gould, his two young boys gave away their sweets for the week. Kimberly Parker, an entire trolley because she used to live in Bundy. Sarah Kelly and Nathan Cameron, the same. Lance Hewlett collecting, of course, in his ute. All of the state members, Steve Davies, Mark Robinson, Peter Dowling, ferrying it all, of course, to Capalaba, and to the great team at Hammond Four-Wheel Drive, Graham Toms, Krista Bull, Chloe Cook, Jana Laufer, Joshua and Cameron Laufer, Ross and Carol Shaw, Belinda Meredith, Alison Henry, Renee Winnington, Melissa Jack, Grant Chappell, Case Newlands and Daniel Egsorf. The Baylesses donated a large truck to do the transporting. LNPHQ got the message out around the state. Gordon Soames, Better Car and Ute Hire, and Mark did all the driving of a second 20-tonne truck. And of course the donation of a container by Mark Finnegan, Glenn Lindsay from Lindsay Transport, and the Salvos were there to receive it when it got there.